All right, and let's now go across to some breaking news that coming in at this point. Let's have those on your screens as well, and that is the news that's just coming in at this point in time is that there's been a firing reported in the Iranian parliament, and that seems to be a suicide attack also near the tomb of Ayatollah Khomeini. These are the initial reports that we are picking up of also reports of hostage situation in the Iranian parliament. This is the news that's breaking at this moment. There is firing that's been reported in Iran parliament. Let's go across now to our correspondent Siddhant Sibal, who's joining us with more details on that. Siddhant, the initial inputs that you're getting at this point in time.
Well, as of now, Nancy, there have been multiple attacks in the Iranian capital, Tehran. One at the parliament, where it's believed that there were 3 attackers who entered and stormed the parliament. And currently the situation is underway. And another in southern Tehran, where the mausoleum of Ayatollah Khomeini, the chief architect of the 1979 Iranian Revolution, who overthrew the monarchy, the Pahlavi monarchy there, his monument came under attack. So basically this is the current situation, and the situation started developing at around 11:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. One person has been reportedly dead, and at the mausoleum there was a suicide blast in which one person blew himself, and we really don't know what the number of casualties now, because the situation is still developing. And currently this big news coming from the Iranian capital, Tehran.
All right, Siddhant, so what are you learning at this point? Has the situation been contained, or is this firing in the Iran parliament still underway? And also very important, Siddhant, what are you learning as far as the hostage situation that is being reported that is concerned? How many people could really be inside parliament when this incident took place?
Well, Nancy, situation is developing now. It's a very fluid situation. As of now, we know about the multiple attacks. Of course, the parliament session, there were people inside as always. And of course, the attack comes at a time when Middle East is itself going in a churn with the Saudis cutting off their ties with Qatar. And of course, yesterday, the US President Donald Trump had a conversation with the King of Saudi Arabia about the developing situation. And there is a big divide which has happened in the Middle East, the Shia versus Sunni divide. And of course, this is a situation challenging for everyone. Of course, India has a lot of diaspora. There are a lot of people working there from Kerala especially. And just 2 days ago at the annual press conference, the External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj said that, of course, the situation is developing and India will do whatever it can to save its citizens there. But as of now, today, more developing situation coming from Tehran. And yesterday we saw a big attack happening in Kabul, though it directly does not impact the Iranian situation. But of course, the scourge of terrorism is an issue, global issue now, from London to Kabul to now Tehran, because just within a week we saw these major attacks, starting from the London Bridge attack and Kabul attack, in which 150 people died when suicide bombers struck the diplomatic area of Tehran, so of Kabul, and the link to that has been linked to Pakistan, because yesterday when the Kabul process took place, the Interior Ministry of Afghanistan came out with solid evidence linking the terror attacks in Kabul with Pakistan. So that is one thing that has been common when we look at all the terror attacks, whether it's in London or it's in Kabul. But today's Iranian attack, nobody has taken responsibility, and the attack just took place 1 hour ago. We will be closely watching the situation.
So you're saying, Siddhant, you're confirming that these are the twin incidents that have taken place there in Iran, one in the Iran parliament and of course the other inside that mausoleum, but their gunmen open firing. You're confirming these twin incidents, Siddhant, and also another important thing, what initial inputs that you have at this point in time? How many gunmen are there, and the hostage situation, if any, how many people have been taken hostage?
Well, as I've told that the situation is still developing, but we are just getting another breaking news that one attacker has been arrested at the mausoleum of Imam Khomeini. As I've already told you how important that location is for the Iranians, because that person was the chief architect of the 1979 Iranian Revolution, and he's considered a fatherly figure in Iran. So the attack has a symbolism also behind it. It's these monuments make the nation, and of course attacking such an important monument for the Iranians sends out a message So nobody has taken responsibility. It's an issue.
Okay.
The attacks, of course, sends a strong message, and of course the Iranians are still understanding what these attacks are, who is behind these attacks. We will be closely watching the situation.
All right, Siddhant, thanks very much for joining us for the moment and sharing those initial details coming in from Tehran, where what we're learning is that 3 shooters is what the reports are suggesting us that have attacked Iran parliament there. And